Okay, Tamago Nation. Right now, I am at Big Mouth Kopitiam trying out their Sarawak Laksa. The Sarawak Laksa here, presentation-wise, is really amazing. I am quite shocked when it actually landed in front of me. This huge bowl of laksa. This is 10 ringgit, but the portion looks really a lot. The presentation looks really good as well. So the I would say the owner of this laksa stall really have a unique taste on how to make the food look more presentable. But you know, food presentation can be deceiving. We are here to talk about the flavor. So with that being said, let us taste the soup of this bowl of laksa. Immediately, first impression when I look at the soup, it has a lot of like the chili oil thing, and it looks not that creamy, not gonna lie. But I'm just gonna give it a try, okay? Let me try. Good thing is that this is spicy. The bad thing is that it is not creamy. This soup definitely doesn't use coconut milk at all in the soup broth itself. So it lacks a certain creaminess and richness to the taste of the soup itself. The aroma, I feel like it lacks a little bit of sweet aroma from the coconut milk to actually balance out the spice itself. But this itself is a spicy stock of soup. So if you are not a really big fan of thick and rich, creamy laksa soup, this is actually not that bad. But then again, me personally prefer rich, thick broth of soup, and this is not it. This is not the thick broth of laksa soup that I'm looking for. So, you know, take it whatever you want, but this is not my cup of tea, or should I say, this is not my bowl of laksa. So, really crazy stuff here, but I love it. Let me move on to the bihun. Bihun looks good, looks al dente, I would say. Is the thick type of bihun that I like, but how does it taste? Okay, pretty alright. This bihun is really smooth, really al dente. It is really nice to chew. I think they actually seasoned the bihun, but I'm gonna give it a try again without all the topping. Yep, they definitely gave this bihun a little bit of seasoning. I can really taste the saltiness here. Not sure it's like salty or MSG, because like when you add a lot of MSG to a different type of food, it's either going to give them a sweet taste or a salty taste. So there's this weird thing about MSG that can actually change the flavor of a dish quite uniquely due to what type of meat it was even put on it, something like that. So this is the prawn. I don't actually like the leg on the prawn itself. I actually talked about it just now during Oju Cafe, but you know, right now we still got the prawn with the leg. I don't like it, but it looks like this prawn has been deveined beautifully. But what about the taste of the prawn? Let me try. The texture is amazing, chewy, nice to the bite. Glory. But flavor-wise, lack of flavor. It has a little bit of flavor, but it also carries a little bit of bitterness and towards the taste itself. So not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the prawn, but the portion, the size of the prawn is huge, so that is also a good thing. I'm gonna give him mark for that. But the prawn flavor itself is a little bit lacking. I'm not sure how to actually increase the flavor of the prawn, because I so far out of like 9 to 10 episodes of this Finding the King of Laksa already, and only two store of the prawn that is like super duper flavorful, and the rest is kind of like either cooked very freshly or very well done, or they are overcooked, something like that. But the flavor of the prawn is definitely something I'm looking for moving forward. Hopefully I get to find one that is like really really good and I can crown him the king of laksa. But then again, let me continue eating this bowl of laksa because this is a really really cold day and nothing warms you up than a warm bowl of laksa during a cold day. Okay, so that is my review for the big mouth kopitiam laksa. Hope you enjoy what you see here today, and I'm gonna finish this. If I'm gonna move on to the next one, I'm gonna move on to the next one. If I didn't, means this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoy what you see here today, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Okay, welcome Tamago Nation. Today I am at Uncle B's Kopitiam. It is located around Jalan Dongan. You can Google it, you can easily find it. And I'm here obviously to try out their Sarawak Laksa. The presentation wise is wow. It really took me by surprise by how big this bowl of laksa actually is, and based on the soup itself, it looks like it has a lot of spice. But one thing that I'm really worried about right now is the lack of coconut milk in the laksa soup itself, because it is quite transparent. I can actually see like the inside of the soup itself, so that actually worries me quite a lot. But I love the topping, and the best thing about that is the prawn is fully deveined. Really, I felt like they definitely take a lot of care for the prawn. So that is something that I really admire about them. So with that being said, let us try the soup of the laksa. Like usual, we're gonna start with the soup review. So let's go. Interesting. Let me try again. Because of the lack of milk itself, I felt like there's no sweetness at all in the soup, which is a good thing for me. I love like it has more spicy than sweetness, but I really miss the creaminess of the milk. So if they really want this bowl of laksa to be better, one thing I would suggest them definitely to do is to add in the coconut milk itself to make it more creamy, more fragrant, something like that. One thing about this laksa is that I don't actually smell any fragrance at all. Also, when it was being served to me, like even when they are preparing the laksa, I don't smell anything also. So that is something that I felt like they needs to work on, something like that. I'm not sure like what actually makes a laksa fragrant. Like how do they actually encourage the laksa to release the fragrance? I felt like it comes down to the boiling technique. Like if they actually boil the laksa before they serve, I think that is definitely gonna allow the soup to release some sort of flavor. But I don't see any soup stock in the store itself, so maybe it is pre-cooked and it is like kept in a hot container, and they're just only gonna serve it hot, serve it warm and rather than hot itself. So maybe that is the case that is going on here, but I'm not so sure. Okay, let me try with the sambar right now. Okay, after adding in the sambar, wow, the flavor is back. Okay, the flavor is here. The sambar is definitely a must for this stall of laksa. Like after adding in the sambar, you get the little sweetness and a lot more spiciness to the entire dish itself. So if you ever want to come try this Uncle B's Kopitiam Laksa, you should definitely add in the sambar, because this sambar actually resurrect the entire bowl of laksa, which is really amazing. But with that being said, let me try the bihun now. Okay, soft, very nice. It's very easy to digest. The bihun is it's not chewy, and I don't really mind that. Is this how the this texture is what I'm looking for in a bihun itself. I don't like to bite a lot of stuff, so like I can just swallow it right away after it enters my mouth. It's something I really love. But right now, let me try letting it sit in my mouth for a little bit. bihun texture. Really, really amazing. Really, really amazing. The bihun is good. I love it. Love the bihun. Love the soup after adding in the sambal. But sadly, I still would love to see some coconut milk to make it way more creamy. This is not creamy enough for me, okay? I definitely like make it thick, creamy is something I'm looking for. Now the prawn. Like I said, it is deveined completely, so that is a good thing, but is it fresh? That is another story. The prawn is not fresh, definitely. It is slightly overcooked, but the prawn flavor is there. So I'm not sure how they actually maintain the flavor of the prawn. Maybe they keep it in salt water, something like that. If you know, let me know in the comment section below. Really, really amazing prawn. Sadly, it lacks a little bit of springiness, but the texture of the prawn is good. I love it. Almost tasted a little bit like lobster, like it is really, really nice to chew on. The flavor is there. So the prawn is amazing, the soup is amazing, and the bihun is also amazing. Uncle B's Kopitiam, I would really, really recommend you guys to come try this out. Like one thing to improve upon this bihun, this bowl of laksa is only the soup. If it goes with coconut milk, it's gonna be amazing. But like I said, in previous video, if you are not, it's like if you are lactose intolerant, you don't like milk in the laksa itself, you should give it this a try, because this bowl of laksa have the spice, have the correct texture of bihun, and most importantly, the prawn is completely deveined and it still have the texture and the flavor of the prawn after being boiled. So that is really, really amazing. That is all from me regarding this stall of laksa. This is really unexpected because this kopitiam don't really have a lot of crowd, and yet it actually holds one of the really, really interesting bowl of laksa here. So that is all from me. Hope you enjoy what you see here, and let me know in the comment section below where should I go next. Obviously, I'm gonna follow my own timeline, but you know, if you know like a hidden place, a hidden corner, or some kopitiam that I missed along the journey, let me know. I'll definitely go and check them out. And that is all. Hope you enjoy, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.